Hello out there. This is a in-depth look into my custom painted DCB Traxxas M41. Hope you like it. Alright, so this is again my Traxxas M41. I bought this off eBay. I bought it used. The original color, it was the red version. I'll probably post a picture of it on the video so you can see what it looked like before, and this is the after. If you're not familiar with the Traxxas M41, basically it's a 41-inch electric boat. Is able to take 4S or 6S. Basically what that means is this boat takes 2 batteries, and each battery could either be 2-cell or 3-cell. I currently run 2-cell batteries, which equal 4, or you could run 2 3-cell batteries, which equals 6. That's where you get the that's where you get either the 4 or 6-cell boat. This boat, when you buy it off the shelf, comes with the Traxxas TQI remote. You have your throttle, reverse, and forward. You have your adjustable steering trim and your throttle trim. You also have a 70-30 or 50-50 throttle, and then up top you have a set and menu button. That's about it. It just takes 4 AA batteries, and then this is where you would hook up the TQI system if you wanted to get it, which I do not. Alright, so this is the hatch. All you do to remove it is pull this pin, and then this whole thing just lifts up from the back, and then it has a little notch there that just goes in the front, and you just pull it out. And this hatch is nice because it comes with foam in case it flies off for some reason. It just, it floats so you can retrieve it. Oh, and the other thing is with this hatch, these windscreens are detachable, so there's a lot of people out there that lose them. This one, when I bought the boat, this was actually missing, so I just called Traxxas, told them that this hatch was missing, and they sent me a brand new one free of charge. And what I did was I actually melted all the little knobs down to the hatch, and then I just added some extra glue just to make sure it stayed. So looking inside, we have our steering servo, we have our receiver. This is the antenna for the receiver. Then we have our Castle ESC, and then we have our brushless motor. All of this is factory except for the brushless motor cover. This is from RC Boat Bits. The stock one is plastic, I believe. And then also, right here is where the batteries go. 1 and 2, right inside these pockets. And there are these straps. There's 2 straps on each side that hold the battery down. Alright, so inside the hull, you have a sticker here that gives you basically a rule of thumb for battery placement. If it's smooth water, push the battery to the back. If it's rough water, push the battery to the front. It helps keep the bow down so it could take waves. This is the stern. The only thing that is not upgraded are the trim tabs, which I actually ordered them and I'm waiting for them in the mail. But in the meantime, we have our prop shaft, we have our prop, and we have our dual water rudder pickup. So the factory only has 1 water pickup, and that cools both the ESC and the motor. But this has dual water pickup, so when it goes back, 1 goes separately to the ECS and 1 goes separately to the motor. And also the factory propeller is plastic, and the upgraded one, this is brass. So here's the dual water pickup. The 1 goes through here, and then goes straight into the ESC, and then from the ESC leaves go out there and comes out this hole. The second one comes from the rudder, the same thing, goes through, bypasses the ECS, goes all the way through, straight to the motor jacket, and then it circles around, exits out here, and comes out of this. So you just have two different hoses with two different water spouts basically. So you have your ESC and you have two battery connectors. It is TRX connectors, but my batteries take Dean's T, so I just have this TRX to Dean's T. As I said in the beginning of the video, the original paint scheme of this boat was the red version with the big black racing stripe that went up the middle. What I did was I ended up using this spray paint. It is gloss emerald green, and if I could go back in time and do this again, I would probably choose the same color but a different brand. I don't know if it was a bad batch or just that's just what this paint does. But after I sprayed this whole boat, I let it dry, and once I put the clear on, it started to lift and crack. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I've tried multiple different coats, but every time I do it, it did the same thing. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so right here is an example of the cracking that I was talking about, and I ended up doing it in certain spots. That's mainly why I also bought these decals to cover it up, because I don't want to waste my time with it anymore. One day I'll restrip this whole boat and start from scratch again, but until then I could live with it. The part that affected the most, if you can't tell already, is the hatch. So what happened was I sprayed it. I think I put 2 coats of this and it covered it very nicely because it was definitely a smaller surface. But once I sprayed the clear, I think I just put it on too thick and half of it started cracking. So I just gave in and I just layered it further, and then it ended up doing the whole hatch. But in a way, I'm kind of happy I did it because it makes it kind of look like leather or something. It gives it some sort of like a texture. So I think it looks cool. It's definitely different. And this whole interior is still red, mainly because I didn't want to try and take away all these stickers and put them back on later and all that, because this whole piece is removable, but these speakers and these dials and stuff, I didn't want to attempt to ruin them, so I just left it a red interior. I'll worry about it in the future. So I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Yeah, and in case you're wondering, all these decals, I think half of them I got from eBay and some of them I got from like the auto parts store. They sell them. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And I'm just gonna put a bunch of photos and stuff at the end of this video to just show you some in-depth stuff. So thanks for watching.